Hello, my name is Amar Ghanekar, and on behalf of PCHS Ottawa, I welcome you all. PCHS Ottawa is creating a series of informative videos which will provide helpful information to everyone in the community, particularly to the seniors. Today is the first video in that series. Here is Jack Uppal, who is president of PCHS Ottawa, talking more about this initiative.
Hello, everybody. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jack Uppal. I am the president of PCHS Ottawa. PCHS, full form is Punjabi Community Health Services, in short, PCHS. It's a family services organization which grows across communities, across all communities of South Asian origin, and we also welcome other communities within the region. PCHS was originally formed in about 21 years ago, somewhere in 1990, in the Peel region, and it's headed by a very dynamic individual, Mr. Baldev Mutta, who's well known across the country for his knowledge and his contribution to the community. PCHS Ottawa has been in existence for about a few years now. I think about 4 years or 5 years now that we've been at it. We've been trying to launch various types of family services. We've been successful in the past where we brought in the seniors program in the last few years. It is to do with the seniors program that we will be soon launching the 2021 program for our seniors. We have some exciting topics that we would be covering. Just to name a few, we'll be running training and services for seniors programs related to computer literacy, for example, fraud prevention, financial literacy, talking about other family services and other family help that's available within the community. We'll be bringing in experts in various fields to talk to you about it, and a medium of dissemination is going to be online. So all you really got to do is open your phones, iPads, computers, and just log in. We will be sending out all the information to our website. You can call us as well, or through social media. Just to give you a little bit of information here on our websites, you could log into www.pchsottawa.com. Our phone number is 613-903-9901, and an email is info@pchsottawa.ca. I would like to welcome you all to this great initiative that we are going to be starting very soon, and I would request all the seniors to call us, volunteer with us, join us. We'd be happy to get you on board. We are looking for to set up a whole team under a team leader. We have already established a project coordinator, and we need your help in helping us take this whole thing out to the community. That's it for now, and please touch base with us for any further information. We'll be happy to help you. You will also see our contact information on the screen shortly. Thank you. Have a nice day.
That was Jack Uppal, president of PCHS Ottawa. Thank you, Jack. In today's video, we'll talk to Mr. Parmod Chhabra. Chhabra ji has been a community volunteer in Ottawa for a while. Chhabra ji started an FB group called Care and Share Ottawa, which played a crucial role in supporting community, particularly the seniors during the pandemic. Chhabra ji is also associated with Durga Mandir. He is the PRO for Durga Mandir. Chhabra ji will also let us know how religious institutions have followed all the rules and regulations and still provided limited services to the community, particularly to the seniors. We'll talk to Mr. Chhabra shortly. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome back. My name is Amar Ghanekar, and today's guest is Parmod Chhabra ji, who is a very active community volunteer and involved in a very important and crucial Facebook group in Ottawa for COVID-related help. Parmod ji, welcome.
Thank you, Amar. Thank you for inviting me to your TV program, and I'm blessed to be here. And I'm glad that you picked a Care and Share to be the part of your TV program.
Thank you. And on behalf of PCHS, I would like to thank you for your time and for your contribution to the community. Pramodji, you have been involved in various causes in Ottawa for a long time. You have been volunteering in various activities for the community. But recently, since pandemic, you have been very active and focused on one cause, which is care and share about COVID. I want to ask you about how did you start with the FB group and what was your experience initially?
Sure, Aman. Let me tell you a couple of things about myself first. I've been in Ottawa for 20 years, and as you already said, that I've been involved in a lot of different community programs, community organizations, and all that. So, what happened in last March, as we all remember that day, when Doug Ford, our premier, announced that there will be a lockdown, and practically what that means is all the stores will be closed, nobody's allowed to go out, and that announcement was so sudden that a lot of people got caught with that, where they were not prepared for this lockdown. So that is where when I started looking around, because I wanted to help. That's my nature. So I wanted to help, but there was no organization, there was no setup which was ready to help them. So I wanted to. My first focus was to help seniors who were stuck in their home and didn't even have a
Right.
milk for their next day or two. So that's where I start posting on my personal Facebook accounts saying if anybody need help, call me and all that. So then I noticed that there was no organization or there was no Facebook page or something like that where everybody, people who need help and people who could help, they can connect. So because few people start calling me and they're saying, I need this, or people are saying, what could we do? So that is where the whole idea of this page came. And the name also came because we are here to care and to share what we have. Because the sharing in the initial stages, the sharing was like we were actually giving out the food from our own homes or our fridges. So that's where the whole idea came from.
Absolutely. And you rightly said it was so sudden, it was new to all of us. And I clearly remember one of the first calls I got from anyone for asking, offering any help was from you. So I
Oh,
do
great.
remember those days. Yeah, I mean, I do remember those days when everyone, there was a lot of uncertainty. There was a lot of lack of awareness and knowledge. It was new to us, it was new to the governments. So it was a very challenging time. And it was the right time when you started this FB group rather than having individual assistance or communication to the people, which you already did. But I think with
Yes.
the FB group, you took it to the next level, and it has grown and it has helped. So, what kind of help you offered initially, and how was the response from the community for asking help as well as for giving help?
So initially, I will say for the first month or up to the middle of April, we were really uh, zooming right down to the helping people with the food. And
Right.
if you remember those days, we didn't have any sanitizers, we didn't have masks.
Yes.
So as soon as the food phase finished, like we were delivering food, like thank God we live in Ottawa. The people are so nice. I built up a
Yes.
team really right away. People volunteered their time. They were bringing in their cars. They were picking up the groceries. Some of them were actually paying for the groceries. And so what happened in the whole process? Like we built up a team, which was purchasing the items, necessary items, which every family needs. So we were delivering them on demand, sometime within 2 hour time frame. So that's where we started, and we were covering from everywhere, everything from Stittsville to Orleans. It's not that I was just doing it because I live in Canara and some people who were really helping, they were in Barhaven. So we built up a network of people who were helping us throughout the whole community. And that was very impressive to see how people came in and, and they joined us. So that was the first stage. Then we saw the need. As soon as the things started opening up, people could go out, but they didn't have a mask to get out because we tried to buy the mask everywhere. The masks were either not available, and believe it or not, there were some people who were trying to sell them at $1 each. So which we could not
Right.
afford as an organization because I just want to very clearly tell you, uh, Care and Share as an organization, we did not accept a $1 as a donation. People wanted to donate and people wanted to do things, give money. We said no. If they can donate um, masks, they can donate sanitizer, they can donate food. We accepted that, but not even a one single penny was collected because that was my thing from the very beginning. Because we were not a registered charity or we were not registered with
Right.
anything, so I didn't want to get in trouble with anybody, and we were just there to help people, and that was the main focus. So we built up a really good network. So now we had a whole setup ready, but we needed help with making the mask because there was nothing available in the market. So there was some seniors
Right.
ladies and some men, in fact. They got involved. We, believe it or not, we couldn't even find the material for that. So we were cutting the sheets
Right.
in our home, finding white sheets somewhere, or colorful sometime, and then we were making a mask with that and distributing it. And I am so thankful to my team and the people who were there to help us. They were the one who went out and delivered those masks. So pick up the mask from somewhere. Somebody was stitching the mask. And believe it or not, like, for the sanitizer, there was a other group who went and contacted the some distillery who was making
Right.
wine and liquor before, and they were able to help us with the sanitizer in a small bottles. So that was very nice at that time. So that's how the whole thing grew. And then after the 2 months period when that passed by, we start, and the other organizations like India Canada Association, Durga Mandir, they all wanted to join to see how could they help when they saw that there's a need. But instead of reinventing the whole wheel, so a lot of organizations start joining. So India Canada Association joined us, Vishwashakti Durga Mandir joined us, ICCC joined us, and there's a couple other organizations who joined the hand with us. And so what we did, we give them a place to first of all to advertise whatever how they can help, and other thing we also did, we gave or they gave us sometimes the help, like with their volunteer base, also came to help us whenever we needed it in a certain area where we didn't have a base. So that was a good thing to see, to bring all the different communities together and working together. That was a good model for us.
Yeah, so it's you rightly said. So it started with your personal initiative to start a big group, and it turned into a movement where all the various community partners and organizations participated. And what I like the most is I remember those days when there were, you rightly said, there were no masks, there were no sanitizers, people didn't have access to those. There were restrictions on transportations, particularly to the seniors, because of
Right,
the scare of infection on a bus or on a train. So
right,
you and your team taking all these resources and help to the people was very critical, I believe, in that time, because stepping out of the home was a big challenge for regular people. For seniors particularly, it was even more challenge. So that's
yes.
amazing.
Because there was a lot of seniors were stuck at home, so we kind of built up a telephone calling tree. So where you will call me, and I will call two other people, and two other people will call other two more people. So that also was helpful to spread any kind of good news. Like, if they need to know what's happening, or where they can get any services, or if they need a even a call, like, because a lot of seniors were stuck at home and we were not used to being home. Now after a year and a half,
Right.
I think we all learned how to be by ourselves in our home for a period at a time.
True.
But at that time, seniors, us, little kids, didn't know how to adjust to that new world, and it was it was a time when information was not even there. So we start
True.
spreading the news, saying this is allowed, this is not allowed, because you could do that, where you can get the services, what stores are open, what stores are closed. So that was a very critical at that time, and I'm glad we were able to manage and help the communities in Ottawa.
That's so great, and I have personally witnessed it. I have been. It has helped me and my family with the information, particularly that has been shared on the big group, and obviously the communication channels that it provides to all the people who are kind of stuck at home. Religious institutions had and still have many constraints, and rightly so because of the pandemic. And you are very closely associated with Durga Temple. So, what was your experience in terms of arranging or changing your schedules and your plans and your approach, and how was the response from the community for that?
Sure, Amar. So what happened with the religious institutions? So there was a guidelines were brought by the Ottawa Public Health and the City of Ottawa, which told
Sure.
us like exactly what's the capacity we can run at.
Right.
Since last March, we are never been able to run at the 100% capacity. There was
Right.
always a constraint. So the constraint went down to one third of your capacity, like whatever your official capacity is. We were running at 10. Then we even came down to 10. And currently it is at 10 people in the whole temple. That could be like including the priest or a manager or anybody else or a volunteer
Right.
in the office. It's not just the devotees who are coming. So we have to
Right.
keep track of the people who are coming in, making sure they are sanitizing their hand, they're wearing masks, they're keeping their social distancing. Even in a temple, we put the a walkway in a way that the people do not cross each other, and
Right.
we and thank to God that we have been running the temple continuously during the this last 15 months, except for there is a short period where we had to close it right after Christmas when they totally closed. They told us to totally close it during the Christmas and New Year time. So that was the only period we closed it. But we are providing the full services at the temple, and you can reach me or you can call the Durga temple if you need to, and then and you can get all the information.
Sure, and we will show on the screen the contact details for the Durga temple, and it is very important part of the community for the religious institutions, because in these difficult times, challenging times, people do need those, and at the same time there are restrictions. So it is a balance of both. Following all the restrictions which you are, and also making the services available to the community, which is greatly appreciated.
Thank you. And as you said, these are the times when we need God. Like, when you get to a point when there's a no hope left and there's a people are like, we have lost few people in our community, and
Sure.
so people do need a place to go and pray. Even if not pray, some people just wanted to come to the temple and just do the darshan, and they just wanted to see the God and to feel comfort and get the comfort from that. So there are different ways we at the temple we provide services, and as you know that our temple is dealing with a lot of seniors, so we were providing the
Sure.
services to them. And as the care and share services I talked about, those services were carried forward to the community, senior community. And Durga temples also deal with a lot of newcomers in Ottawa. So when the
Yes.
newcomer come and they need a place to meet people, the Durga temple is the one place. So our phone is ringing off the hook sometime. Like people are coming, they don't know who to eat because people need to connect. We are human. We need to connect to somebody, right? So they were
Sure.
calling the first place you look for is a Hindu temple when you come to a new city or someplace. Unfortunately, we were not able to provide them face-to-face services. Some people came and they were very happy to see another face who they can connect with, and we were able to connect them to other people. So that was a good thing that we kept it open and we kept it safe. We make sure that we follow all the provincial government, local city government, Ottawa Public Health guidelines to make sure that Durga Temple is a very safe place to come and pray.
And that is very well appreciated. So I want to request everyone, particularly to the seniors, that to go to the website or contact Durga Temple to make sure to understand the hours and the rules and regulations are there currently, and make a visit or plan a visit based on the guidelines given by Durga Temple. So, Chabraji, you mentioned that your initial focus was about goods and food and resources such as face masks to the community, and you're doing door deliveries to all the seniors and all the people who needed those. But subsequently, your focus has changed to more information. Can you tell us more about that?
Sure. As you know, during this pandemic time, there was a lot of misinformation out there. So what happened in last year around in May and June, we start changing our focus to providing correct information, timely information to the people who need it. So that's when we change our focus from delivering services to delivering information and on a timely basis. So we start putting the lot more postings on the Facebook page. And I would like to thank you for keeping us up to date too, like because you were one of our active member who were providing us uh, timely and correct information on the right basis. Um, so that's where we changed it. So now our focus is to, how the things keep changing. Like there was a different closures, how long the closure is, what the rules are, and then could the kids could go to school or not could go to school, or if they go to school,
Yep.
if they choose to go to school, what the rules are. So we try to provide our community the correct information and on a timely basis, so they know what they're looking for. They don't need to call different places. They don't need to call the Ottawa Public Health. They don't need to call even the city or the just trying to watch the news all day long. We were trying to get them away from that, and they can go back to one place and they can see what's up to date information. So that's where our focus changed, and we we are lucky that we have a team of people who are updating this on a regular basis. I try my best to do every day, and like just like today there was an announcement, and so we put it what's a three-step plan, so people will know. They can go into the care and share webpage, and they can go and see exactly what that three-phase plan means. We try to keep our postings very short, but information which we need, instead of like the just giving a link to a whole gibberish. So that's what people are liking. And right now, currently, we have about 2,300 people, and we're going almost touching 2,400 any day now. So the group is growing, and the needs are changing, and we're changing with the people. We're trying to keep it a
True.
commercial free. There's no advertisements, nothing. We just
Right.
provide correct information to the people.
And that's great, and that's so appropriate, as you rightly said, that information from the reliable sources such as Ottawa
Right.
Public Health, City of Ottawa, provincial government authorities, and that's very critical. And thanks to all the volunteers, I always go there at least a few times in a
Yes.
day, and there's always few things to from the reliable sources rather than some rumors or hearsay. So that's very well appreciated by the community.
So, as you know, the needs have changed, but I think we still need to continue with this group as a web page, or sorry, as a Facebook page. And now we are
Right.
thinking and to change it into a non-for-profit organization, because there's a lot of people have showed interest that this kind of organization, which can bring everybody together instead of we have a different community groups and all that. We're
Right.
trying to bring all those people together and provide them the correct information and all that. So I think there's a need for that kind of group, and people of Ottawa have showed that we need something like that. So I'm planning to continue it on and changing it to a not-for-profit organization, and eventually probably we'll be developing a web page and things like that. Um, so let's see where our future takes us, and hopefully this Corona will be gone, but the care and share will be there. We'll always be caring and sharing with this wonderful community.
That is so amazing idea, and I wish you luck for this initiative for taking it to the next level and taking it further, even in the new normal. And you rightly said that we have a great community, we have a vibrant community. You started that as a Facebook group to start helping out, reaching out to the community, which has turned into a kind of a movement. And you have already have plans to take it even further to the next level of a not for profit. So we really do appreciate your initiatives and your contribution. We have a great community, and the seniors can reach out to the FB group if they have any questions or concerns, or they need any assistance. They can also send you a private message if they wish, and then because certain things maybe they may not be comfortable throwing out in a FB group, and the FB group is always there to assist in any way or fashion they can. So we do appreciate your contribution. You have been a regular volunteer in the community, and during the pandemic, you showed the focus in the right time and the right cause and the right way. So we do appreciate that, and we wish you luck for your community and your future plans. And today, thank you for your time for coming to this PCHS video to make all the seniors aware about what the community resources they have in addition to OPH and city and provincial resources. So thank you, Chabraji. We really appreciate your time today.
Thank you, Omar, for your interview. And I would like to take a minute to thank all the people of this wonderful community of Ottawa who were there when people need their help. I think that's what it counts uh, when the people were amazing and they came. So I want to thank you, each and every person who helped. I know a lot of my volunteers, they didn't even want to be saying that I'm doing something. And I
Right.
want to special thank you to you for being so active in the group,
You're
and
welcome.
you kept our Facebook page alive, and always provided the correct information. And so, thank you again.
You're welcome. Thank you and have a great day.
Thank you.